Do, re.
Welcome everyone to Recast the Past, where we recast things for better or worse. I'm your host Matt, also known as Matt Combs, and joined with me today is my friend Pete, who has not been on the podcast for a very, 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 very long time. Pete, thanks for joining.
No, thank you. Thanks for having me.
You may have just realised that I said we recast things for better or worse. And that's because I usually say movies. But we're not going to recast a movie this time.
Ooh, I'm
Now,
excited.
The people at home can read the title and they already know what the episode is. But you don't know what we're recasting until I reveal it to you right now. So, the thing that we'll be recasting is Game of Thrones.
Okay, cool.
Now, Game of Thrones has a lot of actors. So, for this episode, we're only recasting 5 characters. So I kind of picked a couple of big characters for us to choose from, and we'll be casting them. So let's reveal for the people listening and the people watching the characters that we'll be recasting. So we will be recasting Tyrion, Cersei, Daenerys, Jon Snow, and Jaime Lannister. How are you feeling, Pete? Are you feeling prepared?
I'm not prepared, but I was a bit disappointed that Hodor's not in there. But you know, we can.
Well,
but yeah, I'm ready for this.
The format allows for 2 remaining actors to stay on the board that don't get actually drafted, so you can pick out of the 2 remaining as to who your Hodor would be.
Haha, cool.
So let's reveal the draft pool. So I went for an all British cast for this. We have Keira Knightley, Jude Law, Hugh Grant, Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, cucumber patch.
Cumberbatch, Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, John Boyega, Helena Bonham Carter, Daisy Ridley, Andrew Leakin, also known as Rick, Felicity Jones, and Tilda Swinton. Now, just an important little bit to note here is that when you draft these actors, Pete, they can be from any time period, same as the last sort of format that you're familiar with. So it can be a young Hugh Grant, it could be an old Hugh Grant, it can be whatever.
All right, cool.
Yeah. So
Daisy Ridley is a treasure.
how are you feeling after seeing these actors? Are you feeling like you could make something of this, or it's just going to be a train wreck?
I could definitely make something of it, but I doubt it's going to be like much chop.
Yeah,
but I'll do my best. Damn it.
Well, that's the aim of the game. So, as you didn't know who the actors were and you didn't have a say in any of this, you get to go first. So you can pick for any of the cast. Doesn't matter which one. Do you want to have a look at the cast list again just to see which one you're wanting, or have you got an actor in mind already that you're feeling?
Oh, I'm pretty Tyrion was there, wasn't he?
He was, yes. You want to do Tyrion first?
Yeah, Tyrion first for sure. And it has to go to Nick Frost for Tyrion.
Damn. I wanted him.
But I want Nick Frost in like his simpleton version of like when he's doing that movie with Simon Pegg as a police officer.
Oh, Hot Fuzz, right.
Yeah, Hot Fuzz.
When you pause, it said when he was doing that movie with Simon Pegg, I'm like, which one? He's done a lot.
Yeah, I know.
Oh man, I definitely wanted I wanted him for Tyrion. Obviously, there aren't many small statured actors out there to sort of choose from that people would know their names of, so I didn't put any in there to play the role. So we'll be using the use of CGI for Nick Frost. We'll get some the Lord of the Rings people on board, and we'll make that work.
Yeah, 100%.
Aha. All right, let's move on. It's now my turn, and who have we got here on the board? I tried not to have too much of an opinion, like before going in, so that I could actually like pick it fairly. So I think I'm gonna lock in Jamie Lannister,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm going to take Rick Grimes himself, Andrew Lincoln.
That is a good choice.
I think he's a perfect fit for that character. I could see him getting his arm chopped off, which I'm pretty sure is meant to have happened to Rick, but it didn't actually happen.
I stopped watching it a while ago. That is a good choice too.
Yeah, I can see him fitting that role for sure. All right, so
On another note, I didn't know he was English.
he is.
Yeah,
That he is.
go.
If you watch any of the interviews, it's quite strange to hear his voice. He was in Love Actually, which is a British movie.
Fuck me. Yes, he was.
Yeah. He's that guy from that famous scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the
I know
cards.
that scene.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. Back to you, man. Do you want to have a look at the cast list again, or do you?
Nah, my Lannister is Hugh Grant, but Hugh Grant from The Gentleman.
Just to clarify, Hugh Grant will be playing Jamie Lannister or Cersei Lannister?
Yeah, Jamie Lannister.
I'm like picturing Hugh Grant playing Cersei Lannister.
No, definitely my Hugh Grant is definitely going to be a Jamie Lannister.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
This is now turning into something I want to watch.
Well, I mean, you've just killed it with having Nick Frost as Tyrion. I think that's just he's too perfect and ideal for the role out of this list.
Yeah.
Which makes me feel like I should pick Tyrion now.
Yeah.
And I'm tossing up between two people here. And given that I'm definitely picking Tyrion, I'm not afraid to speak this out loud. So I'm thinking either Jude Law or Simon Pegg. But I think Jude Law's maybe better for it.
Why'd you pick Jude Law, but?
Well, I mean, I still haven't. All right. Fuck it. Simon Pegg, just to contrast with your Nick Frost.
Definitely Simon Pegg if it wasn't Nick Frost. For sure.
See him get in a fat suit. Well, he's not even fat, is he?
Who? Simon Pegg?
No. I just feel like Simon Pegg's just so much more skinnier than... like, if you shrunk him down, he looks like a twig.
Yeah.
I mean, he already looks like a twig.
He'd be a total jockey. Like, for sure.
Yeah.
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 100%.
Yeah. I like that. I was leaning towards Jude Law, but it's okay. I think Simon Pegg's probably a better idea. And your reaction to what I said was kind of like, maybe I won't do that then.
You could do Helena Bonham Carter, for sure. Like, she would, like, just totally just be like a Tim Burton, like, hey, I really want you to do something out of the box. So do this character.
Well, look, to be honest, there's nothing to say that you couldn't gender bend, and she could probably do Tyrion quite well.
Definitely.
So I like that. All right, well, back over to you, man. You have Jon Snow left, you have Cersei Lannister left, and Daenerys Targaryen, aka Khaleesi.
Ooh. Well, I'd have to like the most obvious thing, and I hate to do it, but uh I'm liking my team at the moment. It would have to be Daisy Ridley as Khaleesi
Yep, that's fair enough.
because, spoiler alert, she can turn bad.
She can,
Yeah,
kind of.
and I kind of, yes, no, maybe, but I can see her portraying, both sides of,
Yeah,
Daenerys when
yeah,
she was, very happy to be the hero, and then suddenly she was told that she had to be the villain.
yeah,
And
yeah,
you kind of, and she's, just the same way as Khaleesi is the character, just captured everyone's hearts, and she was, made out to be this this
yeah.
female hero, that breaker of chains and all that. I reckon Daisy Ridley can pull it off quite well.
Yeah, I think you're right on the money there. She's probably the best suited for the role that was on the board for sure. Um, so I feel like you've taken the best option for her. So I might just leave her off the board for now for me, and I will get rid of Cersei for myself, and I will lock in Tilda Swinton
Mm,
because she's played Evil Queen before, and I think she just looks the part, and you'll love to
she,
hate her in it.
yeah, 100%, 100%. Because I remember her as the angel Gabrielle from Constantine,
Yeah, yeah,
and she kills it in that.
yeah, and she's also the I think she's the Ice Queen or something in Lion the Witch and the Wardrobe as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. Queen, she's already been a queen, evil queen, and she has that vibe about her. She plays like royalty really well because she's very proper.
yeah.
And Liam likes to cast her in absolutely everything.
God bless him. A national treasure, that man.
All right, back to you, man. There's Jon Snow and Cersei Lannister remaining for you.
So Cersei Lannister, I will lock in Jude Law. But Jude Law from uh, King Arthur.
From King Arthur.
Yeah,
That
where it's
terrible
just,
movie.
excuse me? Like, that movie rules
Dude,
with Charlie Hunnam.
that movie blows.
Oh my god, man. I love that movie.
It's
I reckon
trash.
I'm waiting for number two. It's so sick.
Waiting for number two.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's a Guy Ritchie medieval film. What's there not to like?
Oh man. Yeah. Guy Ritchie making medieval films. That's what's the problem.
It's awesome. It's awesome. I think you need to rewatch it, bro.
Man, hey, look, I like the Sherlock Holmes movies. I like quite
Nah,
enjoy those.
they're sick. 100%. They need to
Um
make more of those.
All right. Well, back to my turn, and I have Jon Snow and Daenerys remaining. So I think I'm going to lock in Jon Snow, and I'm going to choose John Boyega.
Yeah. Easy choice.
I think he'd do the role awesome.
Yeah, for real.
Do you
He'd
remember
be great.
Did you ever watch Attack on the Block? Is that what I think that's what it was called?
Nah, was he in it?
Yeah, yeah, it was early on when he was quite young, and it was like these bunch of like British kids just out on the streets, and then like aliens just invade, and they like just go out of their way to like fuck the aliens up. It's really random, but it was like I remember it being like quite a enjoyable watch.
Sounds like that one random Adam Sandler movie with the aliens. Or was that Seth Rogen? No, it was a Seth Rogen film.
Oh, you're thinking about This Is the End or whatever? No.
Nah, it's the alien one. I can't remember which one it was. It was absolutely horrible.
I don't know. I do not know. But anyway, you have one final character to cast, man. You've got Jon Snow left. And for the people listening at home, the options remaining are Keira Knightley, Helena Bonham Carter, Benedict Cumberbatch, and Felicity Jones. So one male left, or are you going to gender bend?
I will actually pick Helena Bonham Carter for that. She can do it.
Yeah, well, it's a Tim Burton film now, and or TV series, and
I'd still seeing that lineup that I got. I'd still watch it. I'd still watch it. I reckon she could do it justice. It's just
man.
it's just what you've got. You know, all I've got stuck in my head is like Harry Potter films with her. You know what I mean? And just
oh man, it's just I'm thinking of like I can't get her out of my head as the Queen of Hearts in that shitty
yeah. So you don't think about that. You think about other movies.
Fight Club. Think about Fight Club.
Yeah, now you're talking. She's got the fire in her to be something that's, well, not those movies. Not like, hey, we need someone to play like some twisted, fucked up role that's really creepy. It's like, yeah, I'll do it. Fuck it.
I mean, she was kind of perfect for that. The
Dude.
strange character in Harry Potter. That role was made for her. I'm just picturing like J.K. Rowling was like watching like some Tim Burton film and wrote the part for her in a book.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. All right. Well, I have one last character to cast, which is Khaleesi or Daenerys Targaryen, and there are two women left on the board. Keira Knightley and Felicity Jones, and then I have Mr. Cucumber Patch. So, I don't know Felicity Jones outside of Rogue One, to be honest. And, I mean, as funny as it would be, I don't see Benedict carrying the hearts of many. So, I feel like I have to do the doppelganger to Daisy Ridley and take Keira Knightley.
Dude, I was thinking the exact same thing, but like all I could think of is just how much I hated her in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, but I don't know, maybe you've seen she was great, man. She was captivating in Bend It Like Beckham.
Oh my god, what a fucking film. I remember that.
It happened.
Yeah, it did. Good times.
It was a film once.
Yeah. Yeah. God.
I
never watched that again.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't pick Felicity Jones over. Oh, well, no, it's too late now. I've locked it in. Okay, but I
reckon you were on the right path with Felicity Jones, dude.
Oh well, it's too late. I locked her in. I'm not editing the file.
We've come too far now.
All right. Well, before I read out the cast list, I do allow guests to swap two characters if they choose to do so. So, in your own casting, if you want to swap two people around, you have one chance to do that now.
So, what do you mean? Like, if I wanted like any actor to change in my little group of 5, yes, I can put them in right now.
You can switch the two. You can switch two of them around. So you can't take from the like my casting, and you can't take from the remainder, but you can actually swap two. So you could swap. For instance, if you wanted to ungender bend, you could swap Jude Law and Helena Bonham Carter. What a difficult name to bloody say. With Cersei Lannister if you wanted to. But you don't have to.
Or can I put in a totally different actor, or I can only choose from what I've just given?
Only what you have on the board.
Oh nah, dude, I'm stoked with what I got.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
I'm really happy with I'm really happy with what I got.
all right. So, let me recap for the people listening at home. Pete's Game of Thrones has Nick Frost as Tyrion Lannister, Jude Law as Cersei Lannister, Daisy Ridley as Daenerys Targaryen, Helena Bonham Carter, thank God I don't have to say that name anymore, as Jon Snow, and Hugh Grant as Jaime Lannister. And for my Game of Thrones, I have Simon Pegg for Tyrion Lannister, Tilda Swinton for Cersei Lannister. I have Keira Knightley for Daenerys Targaryen, John Boyega for Jon Snow, and Andrew Lincoln as Jaime Lannister. Now, Pete, do you want to have any final say as to what makes your casting superior?
Diversity, Matt. The ability of these actors are it's just something that we've got.
Oh, look.
And look, to tell you the truth, I'm at a loss of words. That's how good this cast is that I've chosen. I've literally just said gibberish for nothing. That's how good it is.
Look, you definitely won Tyrion. You won Daenerys, and Hugh Grant's a good pick as well for Jaime Lannister. I feel. I think the other two are questionable choices, to say the least.
Look, I'm with you on your one as well. It's just I don't like Keira Knightley.
Hey, look, she's my weak link, I feel.
I reckon you've got a strong one. But mine's that right field. Mine's that Sundance Festival that everyone kind of tweets about.
I don't know. I was really hoping like that you weren't going to take John Boyega, because like I was thinking, I'm like, ooh, there's my Jon Snow.
Yeah, but that's the easy Jon Snow.
Yeah, you're right.
I feel like that's the easy Jon Snow, and I didn't want to go easy. I wanted to take a risk.
Yeah. Well, it might pay off, man. Last week, Rico chose bloody Dave Chappelle to be Lilu.
It's best.
Wait, sorry. Let me reiterate. He didn't cast originally for Lilu. He used his swap to make that happen.
Oh,
So
what
he had Lilu as Emily Blunt originally, and
that'd be perfect.
And Dave Chappelle was Cornelius, the priest, and he swapped the two around, and he won the poll.
Fuck,
It was
there you go.
It was close, but you know these risks can pay off. I've learnt my lesson. Don't choose Adam Sandler at all costs. People do not like Adam Sandler these days. And I picked him first. That was my first pick. I made a big mistake. Big mistake.
Yeah.
But
well, we all make mistakes, bro.
I was confident in my first pick for Jaime Lannister, and I'm sticking to it. Andrew Lincoln is a strong choice for that casting. But yeah, that's the show, man. And basically, I put a poll up on my Instagram account, my artwork account, not the podcast one, because you know I like to drive people to my other creative endeavors. So just follow Matt Combs on Instagram for the poll and the story. And in about 5 or 6 days' time, depending on how lazy I am throughout the week or how busy I am, I'll get that poll up there, and the people can decide which Game of Thrones they'd rather watch. And yeah, I usually take this time, Pete. I didn't actually tell you to prepare for this, so you don't have to recommend anything at all. But if you'd like to, now's a chance that you can recommend anything, be it a TV show, a movie, a song, a band, someone's creative project, anything like that. If you want to recommend anything, fire away.
Dude, on Netflix, Space Force is amazing.
Oh, dude, I watched like I'm like 2 episodes
Serious.
in, and I'm just like,
Oh,
oh my god, this
so
it's
good. I did not expect it to be that good. But
yeah.
episode 2, like if you're not sold on the first one, episode 2 will grab you by the guts and have you on the floor laughing.
I loved
And
it.
out of nowhere, John Malkovich is just awesome.
He is amazing.
Just being John Malkovich, of course, but it's unreal.
He's
Like it's
perfect for
sick.
that. Yeah, yeah. I can also recommend it. It is a great TV show on Netflix and well worth watching so far. At least I've only watched the first 2 episodes, but I am loving it. So
Yeah, I'm 4 episodes in. Awesome.
nice, nice. I highly recommend people checking that out. And for on that note, thank you for checking out the podcast, listening, watching, whatever it was that you were doing, and just follow us on the socials if you feel like it. That's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Sometimes we're on Twitch. I haven't streamed on Twitch for a while, but I should get back to that. And yeah. Oh, did I say YouTube? Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. But if you're listening to the podcast, you can view the audio for the visual format on YouTube or on Facebook. So be sure to check that out. And if you feel ever so inclined, you could leave us a review, and I'll read it out on the show. I'll accept 5 stars and nothing less. And and yeah, as I mentioned just before, be sure to follow my artwork account. That's where the poll goes up weekly to decide who has won the draft. So yeah, Pete, thanks so much for joining the show again, and
Thank you.
see you guys next week.